Yo, it's your boy Samurai Jack, and I am back with a new indie game, and that indie game is Artis Impact. So, first and foremost, thank you and shout out to Kepler Interactive and Hello Guillotine for providing me a key for this game. I genuinely appreciate that y'all considering me as a recipient for this key of this game here. So, please keep doing what y'all are doing because y'all are great and wonderful. Now, a little further on to the game in itself. I did initially see the game through a good friend named Serious Sensei. He showcased several different demos, and Artis Impact was one of those demos that he showcased on his YouTube channel. So I will throw his information up on the screen so you can see. Go check him out. And if you like his content, give him a subscribe because he does do a lot of videos about indie games or games that he do enjoy that or he has played before. And it's really informative to see like the older games and a lot of indie games that are out there. And there's some indie games I have checked out personally because of the fact that he's showcased them or talked about them. And this is one of those games. But further on to about Artis Impact, this is it's a pixelated game and it's very beautiful. The developer for this game is Moss. They are a Malaysian Chinese developer, and the world setting is a cozy post-apocalyptic world where you are basically kind of overran by AI, but it's not so bad to the point where you can't live. But there is this AI threat that you have to worry about. So you basically got this team called Lilith, and y'all are basically responsible for keeping the people safe from the AI threat if it does so happen to pop up. Now, the protagonist of the game is Akane, and her good friend slash sidekick is a bot AI companion named Bot. And they have a lot of banter amongst one another. And it's very refreshing to see something like that because typically you don't see AI have that type of back and forth banter. There's been very few games where some type of AI does have that back and forth banter or have that much personality, but you can see him have a split between personality and him having these very logical moments. But a lot of time he just called her idiot and she calls him moron or vice versa. But it's very nice seeing that type of interaction between a human and AI in a game. There's not too many games that really does do that. I would say the closest would be Nair, but even then, if you don't get far enough into the game, well, progress. I would say get enough endings, you won't really see that development of how the bots worked in Nair, well, specifically Nair Automata. But anyways, back to this. Artis Impact has a lot to give inside of this world. If you go around interacting with certain objects that catch your eye, or just talking to NPCs, talking to the people that are close by to you, or just interacting with your home, you would see like a lot of things that are just there, and you would see some banter happen between Akane and bots, which gives the world more depth and color and humor, and just makes the game feel and the world feel very rich in what it has to offer, because it does have a lot to offer for a short game. And speaking of short, I will throw some information really quick so you can see the pricing info about the game, along with how long it takes to beat the game, depending on how you decide to go about playing the game. If you do consider getting it, if you don't consider getting it, consider at least wishlisting the game, because wishlist does help the person who developed this game and published it on Steam, because it's so as of right now it's only on Steam. So give them that opportunity there to at least so other people can see the game and give the game more visibility. So please, if you are not interested in buying the game in itself, at least give it a wish list and just there, because it does help boost those numbers up and get it more visibility. But back into the game, the combat. Well, onto the combat. The combat is not super complex. It's simplistic. It's easy to get into. It is turn-based combat. So if you don't like turn-based games and everything, this probably won't be for you. But if you can overlook the turn-based combat, the game is actually really fun to play. I say the combat is not that difficult. You can mess around and find out in the game if you do go exploring and being nosy and just being a curious individual about the game and what it has to offer. You can come across some things that will pop you beside your head very quickly. That's happened to me at least 3 or 4 times when I was playing the game, because bot will warn you and say, "Hey, are you sure you want to do this?" And it's like, "Yeah, I do want to do this," and you do it and you get punished for it. And it's like, well, I should have listened to the bots. But that is just the fun in the game in itself. But even if you do get beat up or you lose a fight in Artis Impact, the game says it's punishing. It will punish you and everything in the game, but I haven't felt punished for getting a game over screen, or I haven't felt like I had to backtrack a lot in the game. Once I got a game over screen, I don't think it really does. If you lose in a boss fight, I don't know about a regular fight, but I know if you lose in a boss fight, I don't think it really does. It'll backtrack you to the right before the point that you trigger said boss fight, so you don't really lose that much progress. But still, save your game. The game does auto save, but save your game when you can, so you can have that there just in case something happens, anything like that. But let's say the combat's pretty simple. You can upgrade your weapons once you get to that point. You can upgrade your weapons, get new accessories to help buff up your stats. You can also grind, but it's not your traditional super grindy type of JRPG. It's very simplistic, and grinding itself is super easy to level up. And that's really about it. Oh, you can also I don't say upgrade bot, but you can also give bot some accessories and different weapons and different things as well to help out Akane in her combats in her battles and everything. But overall, the combat in itself is very easy to get into. It's not that hard. If you do run to a wall, all you have to do is go somewhere else, level up really quick, and come on back, and you will breeze through the fights. Because that's how simplistic the combat is. It's not meant to really be intimidating. It's mainly about the story in itself more than the combat. The combat is an additional plus. The story is what really captivates you, and the banter and everything else about the game in itself that captivates you and holds you and keeps you there inside the game. And now you can also run around inside the world, look around, and if you do decide to go out and explore and everything, like in the world map, you can run around. You are kind of locked initially at the beginning of the game, but it is nice to like run around, because you exploring, it's just a plus. You can find different things. You'll see different dialogue for just running around and exploring outside in the world. You can go to a certain part in the game where if you try to progress, you'll get stopped. But that's all I'm gonna say right there. I'd rather you just like play and see for yourself. But just doing that and a run around inside of Sunnyvale, I believe the town is called. You get some extra interactions there. You can also work as well, because Akane is very broke. She represents a lot of us out here struggling to find a way to get money, but it is worth just running around and looking around and exploring the world, because it does have a lot to offer if you just run around and explore and talk to people. So overall, I would definitely say give this game a try, or at least, watch some videos about the game. I don't know if the demo is still available. I don't think the demo is available anymore. But if you can find a way to just like either play them or just watch somebody play the game and determine whether or not if you want to buy the game, definitely get the game. It's a very fun game. It's very cute. It's wholesome. It has a lot of banter that just will kind of relate to you as a person in some form or fashion. So yeah, other than that, that's all for me, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.